life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Be free. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free.
Baby, I know you told me that you're a settler, and don't deny it. But maybe your mind is changing with me. Lately, I felt your heartbeat, it echoes in me, and I just can't sleep. Breathing like if you're running restlessly. Tell you I don't remember your words, that I can't recall. There's a new wind blowing for me, left nothing to see on California. Took a chance, but soon you were gone, and already done with California. Saying your life would be perfect if you were sailing and wearing no rain, though missing the way we're kissing endlessly. Every day I thought of your words, but wouldn't recall. There's a new wind blowing for me, left nothing to see on California. Took a chance, but soon you were gone, and already done with California. Tell you I don't remember your words, that I can't recall. took a chance, but soon you were gone and already done with California. Everybody makes mistakes, yeah, 'cause no one can be perfect. It was just one kiss, but that don't justify it. I know what I did was wrong, but it's like I did it just to spite you, because all we ever do is fight. Oh, and I really think it's time we say goodbye. Baby, I'm too fed up with us. I can't take no more screaming, hurting each other's feelings. Baby, I'm just too tired to talk, and you don't wanna listen. It's better we leave it all behind. Hasn't always been like this. Remember when we were in love? You were always there for me, and we could talk for hours. I don't know what happened to us. Oh, 'cause we bring each other down right now, and I don't even know why. You know, I really think it's time we say goodbye. Baby, I'm too fed up with us. I can't take no more screaming, hurting each other's feelings. Baby, I'm just too tired to talk, and you don't wanna listen. It's better we leave it all behind. See me walking out the door. It's better this way, you know this ain't working anymore. It's something that we should have done a long time ago. You know, I think we should say goodbye. Baby, I'm too fed up with us. I can't take no more screaming, hurting each other's feelings. Baby, I'm just too tired to talk, and you don't wanna listen. It's better we leave it all behind.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Should boys. I like. Well, then it took me a minute. I was like, am I sure that's not just an orange light?
good evening, and welcome to the One View with your hostess, the mostess, JC1, on this very sticky, hot summer's night. Oh, don't get me wrong, I like a bit of hot and sticky, but not like this, mate. How you doing, lads? As always, I've got my co-podcasters, the one, the only, easy as a Sunday morning breezy, and of course, the P-Town Cowboy, Double D.
Yo, it's cracking. I did wonder, you can't start it off with a very sticky. You have to start off with hot and sticky to give the context behind the stickiness.
Yeah.
It was going to take a very strange turn.
Fuck. Have you ever poured a drink where it's just like, you drink it, you go, oh, fuck, that's really strong.
Oh.
That's every one of my drinks.
I was going to say that's a Brad standard, innit? You know, that's...
Oh, I got for a shady and coat right now, actually.
Easy as a Sunday morning when he's sleeping off his hangover.
I've not had a hangover in a very long time, thankfully.
Oh,
that's you know what, Brad? That's a good sign of willpower, that, I tell you.
That's commendable. Either that or your body's become too reliant on alcohol and actually treats it as a good thing now.
I think I'm slightly more sensible in my old age.
Yeah.
Also, I don't mix like 7 drinks in a night.
This is true.
I'm not sensible and I do that, so yeah, you're probably right, actually.
Yeah, we are getting a bit more sensible in our old age, let's say. In our older age.
I think I aim to prove you wrong right now. I'm going to go drink I've got a bottle of absinthe downstairs, so I'm going to go drink it right now.
Oh, well, it was... You remember last Saturday when we did our special and we had a bit of a Manhattan night going on?
Don't remember it.
It was...
Never happened.
That was a consequence of me not being sensible.
It was fantastic. But that... You remember I ordered that bottle of Vermouth, is it pronounced?
Yeah.
And it got damaged on when they sent me things saying they'll deliver it as soon as possible. They still haven't delivered it.
Just cancel it, mate.
I can't even cancel it, and it just says on my Amazon account, within 2 weeks, you'll get your refund if you do not receive it. And I'm just like... Well, it's no good now, you know.
We can make Manhattan. You can probably make other stuff with it. I should actually look into it.
Other
stuff.
Other online retailers are available.
I would say this is a golden opportunity. You know, this is a really good opportunity to try something new. By try something new, I mean launch an email to the complaints department of Amazon,
right,
and say, this bottle of Vermouth or Vermouth or Vermouth or whatever it's bloody called, was the ransom fund for my rabbit that had been kidnapped. So because it's been delayed, my rabbit has gone into stew and you've killed it.
My rabbit is now rabbit stew.
Yeah, I demand a replacement live rabbit or compensation to the value of such, and just see what happens.
I'm sure I would get a long way on that one. Although you remember what I was telling you, don't I? So this retailer severely bemuses me. So I get £109 soundboard off them, and it's faulty. So I say I'm sending it back. They say no, just keep it. We'll refund you. I get a little wire for I think it was 3.5mm jack for audio. Yeah. And it didn't work. Oh yeah, we'll need that back. What? It's like $4.99. What is going on? I just really don't get. I don't get the online retailers for that, unless I just got someone who were very happy-go-lucky on the credits that night and just said, "Yeah."
Amazon, is it? Sometimes it's just like independent.
Well, I was going to ask you, was it a reseller or?
It were Prime. It was just Prime. It didn't indicate. Weird. It was like, you know how it says small business on some of them and stuff like that when they sell. Yeah, so it's I just don't get the processes there. I really don't. I mean, it's just hilarious that they'll give you £110 back, but no, £5, we want it.
I mean, it reminds me of that news story. I I don't know how long ago, a couple of years ago, about them binning millions of pounds, or millions of dollars it would have been, worth of like tech for no reason in that they just didn't have, I think it was they didn't have the storage for it. It was too expensive to store it than it was to sell it. Well, and they weren't selling it fast enough or something.
Well, it still happens that. Basically, they sell pallets of stuff like secondhand to retailers and stuff who will then sell it, or people who go down market and sell it on a, car boot style or whatever, or even a proper market. They still do that to this day. I have thought about buying one of these pallets because sometimes they sell them for like £100 and you have like £500 worth of stuff in it. It'd be a good little venture. Go on.
Like, say they throw it in the bin, they chuck it in the dumpster out back. Is dumpster diving a crime? Is it then legal?
It is.
Why?
The reason
I don't get it.
The reason being is when they chuck something away.
I don't own it. Clearly, nobody owns it anymore. That's what it's going to go on a tip anyway.
No. There's actually
be recycled.
There's actually a couple of laws. I'm not sure if it's still the same, but it was like this when I was younger. So basically, there used to be a gift card factory near where I lived in Accrington, and they used to chuck a lot of stuff away, as you can imagine. It weren't just gift cards they chucked away. They chucked away like little Christmas gifts and everything. That the staff didn't want and that. And we always, occasionally, it was in my youth, occasionally we'd sneak in and see what they were chucking away. And what happened once, we were actually caught, and the security guard, and I'll give the security guard credit, he could have just told us to get lost as kids, but he actually explained it. He said, do you know that's stealing even though we've chucked it out? And we went, what do you mean? And he went, once we put it in that skip, like there's various skip companies around the UK. Once it's in that skip, it's actually the property of the skip company.
What?
Yeah. It's actually then their property.
Interesting, that, isn't it?
Because if it's a skip, you've hired something, fine. I kind of get that.
Yeah. Because even
if it's just like a generic dumpster by the side of the road, then surely not, right? If it's like a council dumpster or something.
Well, you never know. It could be classed as council. But apparently, even the staff couldn't go in once it ran in the dumpster.
I've heard that with like supermarkets and stuff. Like they chuck out tons of food at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's still good. It's just technically past its sell by date, but it's still perfectly edible.
Well,
the staff aren't, I'll take it. And they don't have to give it away. It's like, this is just...
Well, that's why they do then reduce.
Seems wasteful.
It's definitely wasteful.
It's very wasteful. I mean, at the end of the day, they could pack up that food, and if it's...
I mean, if they're throwing the booze away, I'll be talking.
You could say get one at Sainsbury's vans or Morrison's vans or Asda vans. Many retailers out there are available.
Purchase legally.
And you could actually take all that food to like a homeless shelter or something, because for me, that'd be worthwhile. That'd be, and I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who might have fallen on bad times, and or even these what they call food places, food banks, aren't they?
Food banks, yeah.
They could take them then and give something back to the community. I'm pretty sure there must be schemes like that, but
there definitely has to be. If there's not, it's just
they need to advertise it if there is, because to me, right, I'm sick and tired every day, every week of reading news about retailers about going in. We're going into recession if we keep this up. Interest rates keep rising. And it's always fairly bad news. Yeah, if I go on the Positive News website now. There's actually a positive. Yeah, it's a thing. Positive News website. I'll just bring it up actually.
Link it in.
Well, as a joke, like a mate of mine, this was like 10 years ago. So every time we turned the TV on, it was like the news. If the news was randomly on, and today in the news, more people died. Turn the channel. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, There's positive.news, and is it the Good News Network? The other one. Just let me.
What's that one that the guy from The Office died? Do you remember? Did you read about this? So the guy from The Office, Jim from The Office, Krasinski or whatever he's called.
Yeah.
Mike Krasowski, he started a YouTube channel dedicated to pushing out really positive news stories, and he would link into local communities and stuff like that, and he'd call up his famous mates and get stuff involved there as well. It did really well. It did massively well in a short amount of time, as Star Power usually does on YouTube. And I don't think it ran for very long. Like 6 months until it had like a ridiculous amount of subscribers, like 10 million subscribers or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he sold it to like a major news network, and they didn't do anything with it.
We can't have independent news now, can we?
No, that if I'd have been him, despite selling it or whatever, I've just put them in the chat now for people to have a look at if they want to have a look at them. But for me, that's and yes, I finally allowed URLs in the chat.
I was just about to ask that.
But there are two really good sites there, and they talk about a lot of innovation in science and what's going on around the world. And the Good News Network, I can actually say I've read quite a bit. I've only glanced at the Positive News one, but the Good News Network, I've actually really enjoyed at times reading it. It's been like medical breakthroughs and stuff, and really, really good news. And you know what? It's actually made me feel a million times better reading stuff like that, because a lot, because we often say it on the show. You go on Sky and someone stubs the toe and it's breaking news these days, isn't it? And
well, it depends who's stubbing, but yeah.
But it is quite well. It's one of them, isn't it? So, see Breezy's there. Get put straight away with the on the rocks video.
It's just a test. That's all. Just purely a test.
Block certain URLs. I'm only kidding, mate. You know I am.
Oh yeah, block your own.
It's ours anyway. But yeah,
I almost posted my own channel just then.
Yeah.
So just to follow up on the John Krasinski stuff that I've just been researching.
Oh yeah.
So it was back in 2021.
Right.
So he launched it over COVID.
Good.
He did 8 episodes. I remember watching it when it launched, and it was super cute. The main title card was like by his daughters that had drawn it, and it said like "awesome good news" or something like that. So he did 8 episodes, weekly episodes. So it ran for 2 months, generated over I've just seen the figure. Generated over 72 million views and 2.5 million subscribers in 2 months. Star Power. He had Star Power. He also called up all his mates and got an office reunion on it as well. So then he sold. He sold the concept of it to Viacom CBS, which is it's a big media outlet in the States. He sold it to them, and then basically they were going to create a new weekly show on actual television that he wasn't even going to star in anyway. So it's like they didn't even go ahead.
Oh my god, that is atrocious. That is absolutely atrocious. What's the world come into?
What a good way to make a quick buck.
That's just it's really interesting. It's really good to hear like people using their publicity, their fame for good reasons.
Yes.
But for me, I'd be going back to CBS or whoever it is and saying, "Look, sell it me back." Or I'd have put in
we will at triple the price. Get lost.
But I'd actually, if I ever did out like that, and I actually did sell something, and it wasn't going to involve me, and I felt it was doing good for people, you know what I'd do in the sale contract? I'd put, if you choose not to commission it, if you choose not to go ahead with it, I can buy it back at the price you paid me, and get it back. Because that, for me, I mean, if you've got people who obviously are enjoying that kind of footage, especially during times like COVID. And
exactly.
And and then he goes and takes it away. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But talking of ridiculous, there's been more news this week, guys, and I've been traipsing through. And I'll be honest, it does get harder and harder some weeks, but I found some really strange and funny tales this week. Oh my god! So apparently, there is a thing where
really a thing.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Right. and it's for, let's say it's for men pleasuring themselves, where they get a piece of wire and stick it up the urethra.
How?
Right? So they literally feed it up like you would a catheter. Catheter. Right? And it makes me cringe just thinking about this. And this week, it's come to light in one of the news stories because there was a team of surgeons had to get involved, and
doesn't sound very user-friendly to me.
Right, and basically what had happened is he'd fed it up, and it had got entangled in his stomach. And
how far did it go? How big's his wire? What the hell?
It's coming out his bloody nose or something.
I'm just looking at it.
It's like a pipe cleaner.
This was a 17-year-old from Sri Lanka.
Of course it was.
17,
and it's a fetish going around. And yeah, he got pain in his abdomen after doing it, and apparently he shoved an 8-inch long wire too far. What the hell was he shoving it with? Oh, that's just I don't know what people get these ideas. Apparently, in America, right? This is one of the quotes. So in America, 4,000 Americans are hospitalized yearly with foreign objects in places they should not go, and this is men and women.
Well, I'll just have to say I really want to see the gender split on that. I'm really curious on the gender split.
I thought you were going to say you want to see the X-rays.
I don't have. I have the X-rays. If you want them, I'll share the story to the lads.
I was going to say I'm going to share the X-rays. Please don't.
It has X-rays on it. Yeah.
Why don't you share the X-rays and we'll guess what the item is?
There you go, boys. I've shared the wire X-rays anyway because they're on.
Why? I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that one.
Yeah. No, it just shows the X-rays with the wire in the abdomen where it's gone up to. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's on that story that I've just sent you. But yeah, I just don't get it. I just really don't get it.
What's the mechanics of it?
I know.
How does that?
It borders sadomasochism, I don't know, whatever it's called.
Maybe. Right, let's say for demonstration's sake, right? That's his pee-pee. Okay. Right, that's his pee-pee. So let's say, right, that's the wire.
Yeah.
So maybe he just touches the wire at the top of the pee-pee. And let's say it's a metal wire and he gets a magnet.
You know what? That's not the worst plausible explanation I've heard. But
right?
I think he'd just be fed in and pushed up with some. Oh, geez.
Maybe he likes a bit of up-down action on the pee-pee and the wire.
Oh, it's the fact that we've actually got a demonstration from you. It's quite. I mean, I'm loving that. I'm loving it. But yeah,
that's all I got. I don't have anything more like relatable on
no. So yeah, that was like my grossed out story of the week, and I think we've already found out.
We don't even have sponsors, but we're going to lose them.
For this episode. I think we've already found out what you guys thought of it.
People are going to sponsor us just so they can unsponsor us for this story.
I'm intrigued. I'm not disgusted. I'm impressed with his dedication. Because there's got to be a reason he did it, which means it must have felt good. You do you, mate. You stick what you need to in your PP.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. I want to know the mechanics of it. I'm going to look at some videos later on.
I can just imagine them trying to, I remember in Scrubs when they showed X-rays of what people were sticking up in Scrubs as a comedy.
I fell on it.
I fell on it, and it's like a light bulb. It's like
show you, buddy.
So wrong.
Man, I miss Scrubs. Scrubs was so good.
Scrubs was brilliant. I love JD and Turk's story, and
the janitor was amazing. Cox was great actually.
Yeah. And I mean, it lost something when JD left, didn't it? So spoiler alert.
That wasn't really. That was like a spin-off, like season 9. It was like the medical students. Like,
Yeah.
It's not. Brad's like. It's not Scrubs.
It's not Scrubs.
Let's not talk in the same sentence.
I didn't mind it that much, but like, my God, like the internet community for Scrubs.
Oh, it went in meltdown.
It was like the second coming of Satan.
Don't get me wrong, I didn't think it was as good, but I still enjoyed it. So the way I looked at it was, well, why not? Carry on.
JD was in a few episodes, to be fair.
Yeah,
Dr. Cox was still there.
He cameoed, didn't he? Because he's raising his daughter. Where his daughter in end he had?
He had a daughter from one of the.
From that one night stand in like season 4 or 5 or something. No, it was later than that season.
I think Ellie's pregnant in that season. Well, she's pregnant in real life, I think.
Elliot Reid. I had a crush on Elliot Reid. I'm not
really.
Yeah. I thought she was quite attractive. But,
I think she's quite attractive
for a Canadian.
Whoa!
I'm messing.
Whoa! What are you trying to say here? Sorry to anyone who's like might be from Canada.
I like the Canadians. They're better than me.
I was about to make up some Canadian slurs about stuff that Canadians are famous for, and I realised that probably not a good idea. You get cancelled in this day and age.
This week.
Yeah, we're definitely cancelled.
Two French Canadians were in a hardcore match and they're in this arena where they play hockey. They got thrown into the penalty box area. 10 seconds later, they appear in hockey jerseys with hockey sticks. Just start beating the shit out of the other two guys. It's fucking brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
So good.
Kind of a segue, but talking about things that
in Canada
are a bit weird for tourists and everything these days. Are you planning on going holiday sometime soon, like abroad or anything?
Possibly.
No.
Right.
Your business.
Oh, you are going abroad.
Right.
We don't talk about that.
Whoa! This has not been mentioned. But what I was going to say was, apparently now
I'm going to go see the family. I don't know where.
Oh, in Spain?
Mm-hmm. Or somewhere else, we'll see.
Well, they do move, so I was just checking.
He's gonna go also find some new family in the Tibetan mountain.
Yeah.
If you are going Spain, watch out for signs on the beaches, because apparently people in certain areas of like Mallorca and the Canary Islands and stuff, they've started putting signs up saying beach closed, contaminated water, right, to keep people off the beach. And underneath,
clever.
In Spanish, it says beach open or welcome.
That is hilarious.
And it's like,
that is absolutely hilarious.
So they're basically trying to force the British tourists and anyone else whose native language is English to go elsewhere. It says the Spanish bit says beach open, mass tourism is the pollution. I mean,
so I assume it's not an official sign then, it's just somebody
it's an unknown person or group who have started placing these around the southern like Canary Islands and obviously Menorca and that side of it.
My guess is the people who put those signs up. My guess is people putting those signs up are local business owners.
Well,
I'm sure they'd appreciate that.
You would not. Canary Island officials have begged residents to drop the tourismophobia. Try and say that 3 times fast.
Tourismophobia.
Yeah,
somebody's gone, right. We know what the Latin word for fear is. Let's just stick it on the end and see what happens.
It's just amazing, isn't it? I mean, I won't get it, right? If I were living on one of them islands, right, tourism is the main form of income, whether you're delivering drinks to local bars or serving them or working in the restaurants or various other things. There's other jobs there, obviously. Why the heck would you try and put people off? I mean, for me, it's just.
I don't know.
It's suicide. Business suicide.
Oh, 100% for business owners. I kind of get it. I 100% get it. But like, my only relatable feeling experience around that is like being in Blackpool 12:30 with my boy. We're going to the arcades and there's 19 pissed up women walking down the street. We're off the body parts hanging out and they're all screaming at the top of their lungs. That is our equivalent of tourism. isn't it?
Yeah, but
I don't live in Blackpool, but I do absolutely. I think it's disgraceful behaviour for anybody at 12:30 in the afternoon, especially around that area of Blackpool, which is very much should be classed as child friendly.
You're on the promenade.
But what you've got to remember with that is, and it's not an excuse.
Were you in Blackpool Tower?
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse or anything like that. I'm just going to point this out.
And
So
this was
about 15 years ago, there was a contract going for a new casino. Yeah, and if Blackpool won it, they were going to turn a massive area into like drinks and casino area, and sort of section it off from the public, if that makes sense. So all the bars and that were going to go down that end, and obviously keep the arcades and stuff at another end with tourism bit.
Yeah.
And what basically happened was, I can't remember where Manchester or Liverpool, one of the two, basically stole the contract, something about totally outbidding, because obviously they have more money being a city. Stole the contract from Blackpool, and ever since then, I mean, Blackpool does really well for what it is, but ever since then, a lot of people still to this day say that was one of the low points of the last like 30 years in Blackpool, because it would have totally changed the vibe, because the councillors in Blackpool were really excited at the time to maybe get this casino. And
it would have been a massive injection of money.
Yeah, and what they were planning on doing from that, like I say, was expanding the sort of reach of getting more casinos in, and basically making Blackpool sort of the Vegas of the Northwest.
They've been trying to do that for like 50 years. It's not going to happen.
But you're right, it's not going to happen. I mean, you know, my experience with Blackpool, and you're absolutely bob on, Double D, is people seem to go for a piss up. You know, 12:30 in the afternoon, they're already lashed up, which I don't get, because usually I start drinking at about 11:30, even on an all-day session. So within an hour, you're going to get absolutely smashed. It's just ridiculous.
Actually, impressive. You know what? I don't know how they do it.
Well, I'll tell you how they do it.
Impressive.
I know exactly how they do it. It's Southerners. That's right, Southerners. Getting on the train at 9 o'clock in the morning with bottles of Lambrini. That's what it is.
It probably, to be fair...
Oh, I thought you was going to say they had low tolerance down there.
To be fair...
Yeah, I mean, they can't drink for shit down south.
To be fair, though...
I'm not coming at the Canadians, but I'll come at Southerners.
I can't, to be honest though, I can't really say out about that, because I've done that, going on a work stew in Blackpool or something, and all day do with friends, and just been like, right, bring some cans on train.
No, do you know what? The only time that I'll ever drink before midday is when I'm going on all day, and I think that's very much a British film. British thing, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm sure someone's made a film about it as well.
Well, it's like when you go on holiday, if you're catching a plane, it's like you get a pint at the airport. You get a pint at the airport bar. I don't care what time it is.
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning, you get a pint.
It is.
I don't care how much it is, because you know it'll be £9.
Yeah. You're paying £9. You're on holiday. It don't matter. We're on holiday, love.
Don't matter.
Right. Do you want some breakfast? But that's £14, and you only get one sausage and one bacon with it. Well, don't matter. We're on holiday, love. We're on holiday. Treat yourself. Knock yourself out. You know, nothing's too good for my sweetheart.
I'm dying for all inclusive.
It's
I actually need to calculate. I do wonder sometimes. So you can get say you get an all-inclusive somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's say 500. So I generally you can get some relatively cheap in some places. So you don't pay for any food or drink or anything, well, put until like a certain hour. So you're not paying for anything that week.
Yeah.
How much are you saving?
Yeah. If you take that deduction out of what you'd usually spend in a week, could I justify removing that from
massively
from the price of the holiday?
Your budget, yeah. I think it depends. It depends how much you use it, though, doesn't it?
If someone offers me, sorry, Double D, if someone offers me £250 extra on a 2-week holiday for all inclusive, or even £300 or £400, I'd probably snap their hand off. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm going to do on that holiday? I'm going to go out during the day. I'm going to eat a lunch somewhere, and then what I'll do is I'll come back to the hotel and have the evening meal and a few drinks before I go out and stuff. And by the time I'm done, I've probably made that £400 back. quite easily, especially when there's a couple of you.
Yeah, I mean, my main experience with all-inclusive is our trips to Bulgaria, Brad.
Oh, nice.
Where you're trapped up a mountain. There isn't really anywhere else to go. And it's a case of you will make sure, even no matter how hungover or not ready for food you are, you will hit that lunch, you will hit that breakfast, you will hit that dinner time, and you will. Jesus Christ, bro! We still got pictures of the amount of glasses in our hotel room because we were like, right, we know it cuts off at this time, so just order. If you go down and get 5, I'll go down and get 5.
Yeah. Whiskey and Coke, please.
Oh, you can.
And you just absolutely milk it. Milk it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've even stopped over in like Manchester. Say, I've like a couple of years ago, I went to a Steps concert with 2 of my closest friends, and they were we had a fantastic night. But we stopped at Premier Inn, and it had breakfast with it. And you know what? I weren't too rough, but I were a little bit rough the next day. And I still got up because I paid for that breakfast. I'm gonna have it.
Yeah.
And literally, and it were an all-you-can-eat buffet as well. So yeah.
Breakfast.
Yeah, you know where the Phones for You Arena, the Amex or Amex, yep. The arena. They used to call it NYMEX. Amex, every Manchester Evening News Arena, where they do concerts. Well, there's a Premier Inn / Travel Lodge just where Boddington's used to be on the main road there, and and they do a sort of all you can eat breakfast, and they're like big, thick, meaty sausages and bacon and scrambled egg and beans and stuff. And I must have put like 4 sausages on my plate, 4 bacon, a bit of scrambled egg, beans, everything. Hash browns, and I must have only ate like 1 or 2 sausages. And I felt so bad. I felt like saying, "We got a doggy bag."
I was up in Edinburgh one time, several years back, and the night before, just got completely hammered. I woke up hungover as hell.
Yeah,
and this place had breakfast included. And my mate Dom, he goes off to get breakfast. Like, I'm staying here. I'm lying here. And like, I can't eat anything. And then like 5 minutes later, Dom was like, Brad. Like, what? It's all you can eat. They've got everything. Come on. it's like,
I can actually imagine Dom doing that in a quite somber note.
Yeah, he's not dead.
No, because he talks quite softly at times. That's what I mean by somber.
That's the best use of somber note I've ever heard.
He's quite soft-toned at times.
With respect, I could hear Dom saying.
Yeah.
They got everything. It's like, has to be somebody's asking. It's like, oh, they got bacon, they got it. It's like, they got beans, they got it. You got toast, they got it. All right. They got like black pudding, they got it. It's like, they got it. Whatever you want. They've got it. They did.
Black pudding.
Bacon.
Wow.
And it was just like a buffet. They had everything. But I was so hungover. I was like, this is not fair.
No.
This is so cruel.
No black pudding at most places I go for like next day.
Well, it's in Scotland though. We like it over there, don't we?
It was like a hotel room in like a university or a dorm or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I've never found a place again.
A few years ago, Double D, a few of us travelled across to Dublin for our friend Gary's 30th. It was really, really good, and unfortunately Brad couldn't make it. But one thing I'll always remember from that trip was they said, "Do you want white pudding with your breakfast?"
Pudding's pretty good.
And you know what? It is.
What's white pudding?
It's basically the only way. It's like a naughty version of black pudding.
And I had it once.
It's just so good.
No. You can't. Like, when I ask what is it, I'm not asking like metaphorically or spiritually. What is it? It's naughtier. No, what is it physically?
Oats.
Oh, oaty. I thought you said naughty.
No, oaty. It's a naughty version of black pudding.
I was so confused.
Black pudding isn't black pudding just literally fried blood?
It basically.
I mean, there's more to it, but yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, it basically is. I mean, I'm just looking at white pudding here. Let's have a look. Modern recipes consist of, so it's got suet, oatmeal, and barley, breadcrumbs, and in some cases pork and pork liver.
Hence the pudding.
Yeah, so that's what's in white pudding, and I've got to say,
Interesting.
you know,
I went through a bit of a phase of learning to make all English because it's like I actually made it for everyone in the bloody house one time back at Stackhouse. So I wanted to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
It's all about the timing.
yeah,
It's like okay, 2 minutes this goes on, in 5 minutes this goes on.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Gotta be ready at the same time.
good times. Good
I
times.
think as a vegetarian, I never have that issue.
You
I can
just
just cook at pretty much the same speed.
Then again, I don't like eggs though. I don't like them.
I've got to say though, you know, speaking from experience, because my brother was a vegetarian when he was younger. He does eat a bit of meat now because he actually went really thin. We're on about like bulimic thin, being a vegetarian.
Yeah.
His body just couldn't put on weight for whatever reason, so he does eat meat now, just purely to keep the weight on. But I always remember like him having like corn and you know, various other items in the freezer like for his vegetarian breakfast, and that weren't that bad. Was not that bad. I actually, you know, I remember one time my mum going, right, I couldn't afford any additional, because, you know, she was a single mum and, you know, grew up on a council estate, not that much money going around, you know. And it was like, it was great because my mum once came in on Sunday and she said to me, sorry, we've only got your brother's vegetarian stuff. I went, oh, go on then, because I'd never tried it before now. I always remember it, and I was like, oh, go on. And she makes this breakfast. I'm not joking, I rather enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I still got my fried bread, I still got my eggs, you know. As
Not vegetarian.
is it Linda?
No, they are vegetarian, they're just not vegan.
Is it Linda McCartney, the main one of the big ones?
That's definitely a person.
No, but with vegetarian.
No, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's vegetarian, but her sausages are.
Yeah. And she used to, and I remember the mince as well, because I tried the mince once when my brother had like a vegetarian spaghetti bolognese.
I assume there's more options now these days with more.
Oh, it's crazy. It's so easy to be vegetarian. It's so easy to be vegan as well.
Just don't have vegan chicken. Do not have vegan chicken. It'll be different for you, Double D, because obviously you eat the various things. But I'm not. But one thing I will say is, just for me personally, I was not happy when I once got vegan chicken bites for my starter. It's
the textures. I'm not a big fan of the texture.
It was almost slimy, if that makes sense. It just felt wrong. About as wrong as, because time's getting away from us here. About as wrong as the most idiotic person I have read about in the last few weeks. Right?
Again?
Wait. Is this more so than the guy shoving wires up his pee-pee?
Oh yeah, this is even more stupid. So, right, there's a guy called James Beaumont. He's 38. And he lives Thames Valley way. I'm trying to see whereabouts he lives. Basically, right, he had a bit of a burglary at his house. And he
burglary, sorry. Yeah.
And he called the police.
Okay, sensible.
Okay. So he calls the police and reports that his narcotics have been stolen. Gave him a list of what he'd actually lost. And they came and obviously raided him.
Why are they raiding him? He's already told him he lost it all.
And the list of drugs included cocaine, MDMA, ketamine, and 87 grams of crystal meth. That's rather specific, but never mind. And apparently, he rang the police, gave them this list of what had been taken, and they went, okay, sir. Bum, bum, bum. You're nicked. And raided his house. And he was a drug dealer down south.
Oh my god.
He appeared. He appeared before Oxford Crown Court and pleaded guilty to possession with the intent to supply. Oh my!
It's personal use.
And they found, get this is what they found in his house, despite the robbery. So they found MDMA, methamphetamine, LSD, cannabis, ketamine, and etizolum. I've never heard of that. Etizolum. And I'm not joking, right? Obviously, I bet the police couldn't believe what they were hearing on the phone. They were like, "Yeah, we'll take that complaint. You know, we'll investigate that. We're coming around your house. You nicked." Oh yeah, and he also had 6 tasers capable of discharging an electric current, which is apparently illegal.
I was going to ask. I didn't know if they were illegal or not.
Yeah, apparently. Well, they're not in America, I don't think, because I think people actually have them in America for protection.
Yeah, guns are perfectly.
I mean, I was just about to say, yeah, if you can have a gun, I'm fairly certain there'll be some route to get a taser.
Pretty sure flamethrowers are legal in some states.
Yeah.
Can we own a flamethrower? Where's the line drawn on our deadly weapons? Did we talked about crossbows, right? Can I own a crossbow?
Did you see this pen?
You're gonna John Wick that pen? John Wick it. Have you got a license for that pen?
No, God.
So,
what I don't understand in that scenario is this guy he's got a lot of goods on him, right?
Yeah.
He's from a street value perspective. It sounds like there's some money to be made there.
Yeah.
How the hell has he got? How the hell has he got to that position with such low common sense?
Yeah.
Did you call it common sense?
This is my point. It's like, what the hell?
How's that work? I don't understand.
It doesn't sound like he was running an empire or something.
No, it doesn't at all.
Well, saying that, he had a few grand, judging by them amounts of drugs in his house.
Although, to be fair, we know in that sort of atmosphere, I was going to say atmosphere, but it's not really the right word, in that sort of environment, he would probably be the mule. There'd be somebody else's drugs.
Yeah.
He's panicked and gone, oh shit, someone's broke in, stole all the stuff. This guy's going to kick my head in, break my legs and kill me. I better work out what's going on.
Get arrested and go to jail. Apparently,
he's probably safer.
Apparently, he did get bail because he hasn't been arrested before, which quite frankly astounds me. But
no, that doesn't surprise me at all because if you're sorry, I keep playing with this dinosaur.
No.
If you're
no, I'm on about the bit about not being arrested. Astounds me because he's that stupid.
Oh wait. Oh right, yeah. Well, no, this is what I'm saying. This is why he's had all this stuff put in his house because they prey on people that are squeaky clean, don't they?
Yeah,
that actually are smart and intelligent.
Yeah. So
poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy. I mean, I've been accused of some things in my time, but I've never been that stupid. That's just that is just ridiculous.
Yeah, me neither. My drugs got missing. I'm not calling the police. I've said shit.
Anyway, for news in brief, Birmingham City Council has gone bust this week after they got a £760 million lawsuit against them for equal pay rights and basically lost it. And
700 million?
760 million, and it's more than they actually spend on services.
Who's that money going to?
And
nobody now.
Apparently, it's going to the people who didn't have equal pay. But
I don't have equal pay. Give it me.
But apparently, it's forced them to declare bankruptcy, and it's first time. Apparently, it has happened in Liverpool in the 1980s. But that was the last time that happened.
Liverpool's doing okay now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Guys, favourite coffee?
Flat white.
Okay.
Brad doesn't drink coffee.
Breezy does occasionally.
I don't drink. No, I don't.
I thought you drink occasional coffee.
No.
All right.
Only if there's alcohol involved.
You're out of this.
Martini espresso.
Right. So I read a little profile this week. What your coffee says about you.
Oh, go on. So, I'm pretentious.
No. Flat white, honest and trustworthy.
Bullshit.
Now, Now, this is the funny bit, right? I mix it up big time with coffee. I literally drink Americano, flat whites, usually espresso or double espresso, stuff like that. And I do have the occasional mocha.
How much did you got? So, Costa or Starbucks?
Not that much these days, because I'm saving my money. I'm paying bills
Screw
off.
Starbucks, man. Starbucks are not cool.
Yeah.
And do not have any.
So, but this is basically the list. So if you have a flavoured coffee, apparently you're happy and funniest. If you have an iced coffee, you're the life and soul of the party and a great lover. A double espresso, you're well-travelled and well-read. I don't know what well-read means, unless it just means you're a bookworm.
Well, educated.
It means you're educated. Yeah.
An espresso, most likely to have a degree. And by the way, I'm double espresso, and I didn't know what well-read means, so that's
that means you should have 2 degrees, right? If you're a double espresso.
You got a degree in a TFL. Does that count?
So espresso, most likely to have a degree.
So educated, so underemployed.
Mocha, you're sexiest. A flat white, honest and trustworthy. A white Americano, you're straight talker and hard working. A non-dairy.
White Americano? Is that not just a normal coffee like we drink?
I think it's because you just get a coffee and get on with it.
With milk?
Probably.
Yeah, get milk in it.
Non-dairy coffee, you're moralistic and introverts. If you get a
vegan.
If you get a cappuccino, you're satisfied with life. So anyone, tell us what your coffee are in the chat. This is good stuff. Lattes, you're a people pleaser. And finally, Americano, which is just a black coffee, obviously. You're comfortable in your own skin.
You're bored as fuck. I'll tell you what lattes are.
I just found that interesting.
Lattes have always been my go-to when I'm hungover. Yeah. I feel like all that creamy milk just layers my stomach, and I just feel a little bit better about life.
No, Jay, I don't know. I don't drink coffee at all. I don't like it.
I don't know why. I know you drink tea and obviously you enjoy your whiskey and that, but I just for some reason in my head, I just have that you drink coffee, and I don't know why.
Maybe because I hang around Don too much. He's a fucking coffee addict.
Yeah,
he is.
Possibly some of in other news,
why I worked at Starbucks for so long.
Yeah. In other news,
it's tapping supply.
National TV Awards this week, lads. The usual.
Wait, is TV still a thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was last night.
It's in square thing in the corner of my room.
The bits I did catch. Was that Piers Morgan and some of his news team
I told you when he was going to come up.
had to. No, this is actually
There's
quite
no
funny.
escape from the Morgan.
So apparently they had to catch the London Underground to the O2 Arena with all Joe Public.
Oh, did you see?
No way!
No, hell yeah!
Just jeez.
What are we coming to in these times? There was an actress whose dress broke actually on the London Underground, but being a true professional for the show, she had a spare in a bag. And
of course, why wouldn't you have a spare?
And actually changed on the Underground for the 22nd year running, right?
Changed on the Underground? For the 22nd year running?
No, for the 22nd year running, Anton Deck won Best Presenters.
22 years in a row.
Yeah. 22 years in a row, they've still won.
I thought they were done.
And apparently, it was the first time in 30 years that Pierce had to get the Underground to one of these awards ceremonies. So basically, it was back to business as usual. Apart from this morning, got spanked and got beaten by the repair shop for the best daytime TV. I don't know what the repair shop is. I'm not gonna say I am. But they're saying apparently they got spanked because of obviously the Philip Schofield debacle.
The drama.
Not debacle. They just get you.
The chasing.
Not a bit more to it than that.
A couple of years ago.
A bit more to it than that.
And we moved on.
Is it?
But the best bit is, right, loads of people, and you can see how uncomfortable Pierce is on the Underground, right? And loads of people have took selfies and stuff. With him like going, Piers Morgan on his way to National TV Awards on the Underground. And
I would do it again.
Apparently, when he got there, I don't know whether he's had taxis and stuff booked in past by the TV companies, but apparently when he got there, his first phone call was to a local company who did limos and said, can you come and pick me up after the award show? I'm not getting the Underground again. I mean, let's face it.
The Underground's great. Fuck him.
I know.
I was on it 2 weeks. I was on it.
Yeah.
But we were complaining.
It might be great, but it's not as good as a private plane or a private car, is it?
Exactly. So, here you go. So, this is actually not that astonishing. So, the winners are Factual Entertainment, Gogglebox. Returning drama was Happy Valley. Apparently, Happy Valley did really, really, really well, and one of the lead stars got a Lifetime Achievement Award as well.
Never.
So that was nice. The reality competition, Traitors won. Did you watch that at the beginning of the year, lads? It was
the reality competition.
I don't have a TV license.
It was
no, neither do I. I'm not allowed to watch TV.
No,
I'm not even sure I'm allowed to watch this because this is classed as live telly.
It's live.
The best TV interview was Graham Norton, which I slightly
Graham Norton's good.
He's good, but he's won before, and I slightly disagree because I watched like the Philip Schofield interview and other interviews.
Ant and Dec have won 22 years, mate. You can't call Graham Norton out for winning before.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Social drama performance was Danielle Harold, which was the Happy Valley. Factual entertainment, Paul O'Grady won, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. You know, after his death in March, I thought that was absolutely brilliant to give him the award.
He did a documentary on animals, right? I vaguely remember something about that.
Yeah, he did a lot for charity. Actually, he gave a lot of money to the.
The man, then I don't know.
Although the best authored documentary was Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be really good.
Who is that?
Fly on the wall.
Is that singer with Tourette's? He's got a really good personality and he's funny as fuck.
Yeah, he's an absolute. He's a darling in some ways. In other ways, I sometimes think, God damn it, you didn't just say that. Because apparently he got so drunk one night and him and Ed Sheeran went out for a meal and he spat in Ed Sheeran's mouth.
He's an absolute weapon, is Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah. He has his really touching moments and then his really disgusting moments, and you're like, and his pizzas aren't too bad, which are available. Iceland, other retailers are available.
Yes. I don't think they are. I think they're solely Iceland, aren't they?
Well, I'm saying that because we're not allowed to, you know.
Of course we are. We're not the BBC, James. We can call stuff out.
You actually can't, but never
Go
mind.
to Iceland and buy Lewis Capaldi pizzas. They are the best pizzas.
The only whiskey on earth.
The best comedy were Young Sheldon, which I kind of disagree with because this was the National Television Awards.
Was trash.
Young Sheldon is an American show, so I really disagree with that. Actually,
I stopped watching The Big Bang Theory before it ended.
It was the last series were kind of nice. I've seen little bits of it, and Claire keeps saying to me you should watch it. The best new drama was simply called Wednesday. Next year,
that's the family. That's the Addams Family thing, right?
Again, it's an American one, though. But
but next year they're bringing out a less common one called Hump Day. Get out.
The thing is, you have that locked and loaded as well.
Well,
he's been waiting until at least midweek to say
I've got more in the bank with that. The best talent show apparently was Strictly Come Dancing, and the big gong of the night. Well, what they class as the big gong, which is the Battle of the Soaps serial drama EastEnders one. So yeah, National Television Awards, business as usual. You know, can't say much more than that. But yeah, other news, there's all sorts out there. You know, we've got ex cyber criminals telling us how to protect yourself on the internet, which I think is really good. You've got unfortunately you've got a story this week about a Delta plane had to turn back this week, lads, because someone had repeating diarrhea. And apparently it was that bad, it was dribbling down the aisle, and they had to rip out all the carpets and everything. Absolutely ridiculous.
Take control of the plane.
Well, but in the meantime, I hope, lads, you are watching on Discord because it's time for Munch or Punch?
Bit late then.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Do you want me to do it, or do you want to do it this?
You can do it, mate. You can do it. I always do it.
Okay.
For the people who don't know, this is a weekly get to know you session of our podcast, which one of the hosts gets puts on the spot. This week, it's yours truly, JC1. And I have been told, even though she's streaming tonight, she has got us on in the background, and this is Ban's.
She's probably not listening to us.
This is her favourite part of the show, apparently. So this week, I'm in the hot seat. So lads, hit me with the questions.
So this or that questions, isn't it? Okay,
Yep.
I'll do these as quickly as I can.
Okay.
Can't see a fucking thing. Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Hamsters or rabbits?
Hamsters.
Lose a leg or lose an ear?
Oh, losing here.
Burgers or hot dogs?
Burgers.
Coronation Street or EastEnders?
EastEnders.
Mario or Sonic?
Mario.
Call of Duty or Battlefield?
Call of Duty.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Oh, PlayStation.
Indiana Jones or Han Solo? Han Solo, rather.
Oh yeah, it's going to be hands.
Surfing or skiing?
Surfing.
WWE or AEW?
WWE.
Is that the thing? Golf or tennis?
Golf.
Gun or sword?
God.
No. Gun.
Gun.
God.
I thought you were giving me a heaven or fighting.
Gun or sword? Gun. Weapons.
Gun or sword? Gun.
Gun.
Howard.
Desert or mountain?
Mountain.
Shark or octopus?
Shark.
Horse or zebra?
Oh, zebra.
Paris or New York?
Paris.
Cat or dog?
Oh, cat.
Liverpool or Manchester?
Liverpool, I don't spend enough time there.
Mars or the moon?
Parts. What?
Mars or the moon?
Oh, moon.
There we go. We're done here, folks. That was absolutely terrible. We should all be
over. So, did I shock you with any of them?
I didn't expect. I expected AEW.
All right, no. AEW's really good, but it's different to WWE. That's how I look at it now.
And CM Punk just got himself fired.
Yeah, again.
He did, yeah. He
Again,
did.
And he also had to get the shoot when he was in Wembley the other week.
All right, I never knew this.
So he arrived.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
He arrived in London, and no one was there to meet him. There was no travel arranged, and the phone he used to contact someone, the number he's given, bounced back. So he has to try and find his own way to Wembley.
So what you're saying is, before he got fired from allegedly having a brawl backstage...
I don't think there's any allegedly about it.
No, but I'm just saying allegedly because we don't know for definite.
He did it. I saw it. I seen it. I was in London that
weekend. But yeah, you know, I bet he were in the right mood, you know, when he got to show, especially when he was first match as well. I don't know what's gone wrong with CM Punk. I really don't. I'll admit to being a fan of him, but like from what I've heard with WWE, what happened with WWE and other stuff, I'm just.
WWE sounds worse.
Yeah, I'm just not sure.
Well, at least his attitude's got worse. I don't know.
I just don't know what's gone on with him. I really don't. You know.
He's always tired. He's beat up, and he works with children. To quote the man himself.
Fair dues.
That makes sense. How old is he?
44.
It's got 44.
Yeah, a lot of people say he's going to be pretty much done now unless he goes to. But the trouble is, he can't. People have mentioned like Ring of Honor and TNA, but they're working with AEW.
Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor.
Yeah, so it's a bit.
The guy who fired him owns that company.
Yeah, and other people are saying, "Is it a work? Is it a work?"
It's not a work.
It's not a work. He's actually been fired. Yeah.
Is Japanese wrestling still a thing? Can you still jump over to
Japan Pro
Japanese
Wrestling is still a thing.
Yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling, a lot more.
And they actually
technical.
they occasionally do crossovers with AEW, so that's probably not going to work either.
Wow.
And if he goes there, he'd actually have to wrestle like catch wrestling.
Yeah, I can't really get to New Japan. It's fucking exhausting.
It's really technical and following it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
I mean, I've watched a video of I know he's not everyone's favourite cup of tea, especially after recent revelations, but even when Hulk Hogan were over there, Hulk Hogan had to proper wrestle.
That's it. He actually wrestled in Japan.
Yeah.
Really, and he's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like Hogan, like he knew what he needed to do to make money wherever he was. That's it.
Yeah.
So his over the top like shouting character worked in America. Wasn't going to work in Japan, and he knew that.
Yeah.
It's like Japan, I got to wrestle. Okay, I'll wrestle.
Yeah,
clever man.
That's what people go for it. But it's getting to that time again when it's time for. It's our regular slot with BradEasy. And it's Breezy's movie of the week. So, Breezy, this week, what is your movie of the week?
Well, this week, this movie, it's all on the Reflexes. And we're going to have Big Trouble in Little China in 1996.
Oh,
nice. Okay.
So, one of my favourite directors, John Carpenter, directed this movie. And one of my favourite actors, it's also starring Kurt Russell, who is English. So, just Big Trouble in Little China is just a piece of 80s greatness. Follows the story of Jack Burton, who, as he's described on the audio commentary, which I watched back in the day, by John Carpenter, Jack Burton is the sidekick in his own movie. He just doesn't know it. even though he's the main character. So, basically, Jack Burton is a trucker. He arrives to Chinatown, and he meets a friend there. Has like a friendly bet with his friend, wins some money. Before his friend can get the money, he goes to collect his missus from the airport, and his missus is like immediately, and some other woman, they're immediately kidnapped. The truck is stolen in the middle of this gang war between two rival Chinese gangs in Chinatown in America. What we're led on is Jack goes to get his truck back. The guy's got to go save the girl as well, and he just falls into this insane underground world of magic and martial arts and sorcery and monsters. It's fucking brilliant. I can't. I can't recommend it enough. It's currently available. I don't want to say too much because I might ruin it. It's just very funny, very entertaining, very action-packed, and just nothing else like it. And that is currently available on Disney Plus, which I have confirmed.
Really nice. Yeah. I don't think I've ever watched it.
Well, I'll tell you what, just remember what old Jack Burton says. When the earth quakes and the pointed arrows fall from the sky and the pillars of heaven shake, yeah, Jack Burton just looks that big storm square in the eye and says, "Give me your best shot, pal, I can take it."
What a legend.
I'll tell you what, that's a cracking shout. We don't get enough shouts for 80s movies. You know, I know you love your 80s anyway, but obviously you do a mixed bag for us with the 90s and noughties. But yeah, I have actually seen it when I was really young, but I can't quite remember.
Also, the character who was the inspiration for Raiden from Mortal Kombat, you know? The three characters called the Three Storms, and they wear these big old hats. Yeah, and one of them has lightning powers, one has wind powers, one has like something else. It's clearly the inspiration for Raiden.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, when did it come out? 86, was it?
86.
Yeah, 86.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat was around
90, I want to say.
Yeah. This is stuff like this is keeping Disney afloat. I'll tell you, with all these retro movies and stuff.
I didn't know Big Trouble in Little China was on there, to be honest. So I just googled it.
They've got a weird backlog that is kind of hidden behind the star.
They seem to, but they never advertise them. Honestly, I could go on. I could go on Disney Plus now. In fact, right, we're gonna probably lean into a bit of my. This is what James is.
I'll do the same. I'll bring up my Disney Plus as well.
Yeah, let's have a look at our Disney Plus because.
Oh, they've got our money, don't they?
Right, so
Improvement's been added recently, so I approve. And so is Dinosaurs.
So, if you to go on my Disney Plus, you would find continue watching. Very, very straightforward. I've got the full Monty, which I haven't finished watching the series yet.
We want recommended for you, mate, don't we? That's what we want.
911. Mandalorian season 3 and Hot Shots Part Day. What to watch tonight and recommended for you?
Yeah.
This is not good. This puts me in a really, really harsh light. So my what to watch tonight to compare it with Deuce is the Kardashians. Only murders.
Same. It's exactly the same.
Wow.
Yeah. And Futurama, Welcome to Wrexham, Desperate Housewives.
I got the Kardashians.
Oh my god, you've got exactly the same as me.
It'll be whatever's. It's the recommended stuff that'll be based on the algorithm.
All right, so go on. Recommended. What have you got?
I've got Zootropolis, which is a pretty decent film. I've got Pirates of the Caribbean, right. What We Do in the Shadows, which actually I do want to watch What We Do in the Shadows. Doctor Strange, Tangled, and then just generic Marvel stuff afterwards, pretty much.
That's pretty good mix. I've got...
I don't think it is, because I've seen half of these films. Why is it recommending me stuff I've seen before?
I've got Ahsoka, the new Star Wars.
Yes, new episode dropped today. I can't watch it. I don't fucking time.
Only Murders in the Building, which looks interesting.
It's supposed to be good, actually. Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I wasn't impressed with, so it shows how much you know me, Disney. Home Improvement, which I absolutely loved. I didn't have Sky back in the day, but I used to watch it when it came on Channel 4 in the long run. Bones. If you haven't seen Bones, right, class. Castle as well. These are stuff. Quantico, which I've seen. And Justified, apparently, which looks like Double D.
Cowboys and stuff in it, yeah. There's cowboys and stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna add that to my list, because that actually does.
I remember it being on Netflix and it did quite well. I know.
Yeah, but they have some really, really strong stuff, but they don't show you. It's like we were saying about that movie there with Brad. Big Trouble in Little China. I'm just scrolling down my list. And the closest thing, let's have a look. Closest thing I get to the 80s is probably The Simpsons, which started early 90s, didn't it? I'm scrolling up now and I haven't found one thing.
They have a throwback section which is on my front page, and it's got the old X-Men series. It's got Hercules. It's got National Treasure, which I would argue isn't really much of a throwback, but they do have Star Wars, the original Star Wars films in there. But there's not there should be a hidden gems section.
Yeah, exactly.
All these are super popular. These are super popular.
Just look at the newspapers all in alphabetical order. Oh, they got the aliens. I didn't know. But that surprises me that that's on the Disney network.
Again, it's Star. It's all the stuff that's on the Star. There's loads of it on there.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I just seem to get a lot of crap. The only thing I will say is Indiana Jones is on mine. Predator, Die Hard with Vengeance. That's on my movies section. These are suggestions. White Men Can't Jump. But
that's the new one, though, isn't it?
Oh my god, that's a new one. No, you've got to watch the original.
With Woody Harrelson.
No, Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. I'm not joking. What a film! Have you ever seen that, BradEasy, Brad?
No, my brother had it on VHS. I just never watched it. I took the title of it literally.
Oh, if you
it's listen, white men can't jump. Yes, I can.
How dare you?
It's not.
I know it's a basketball film, isn't it?
It's around basketball, but
no, it's white men can't dunk. Right? Something like that.
It's just really good. Apparently, that is on Disney Plus as well. So they've basically got everything. Let's face it. That's the only thing that's keeping them afloat.
I'll tell you what, the one thing missing from Disney Plus is anime. There's just no anime. Like
I think that's all like tied up in Crunchyroll or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the specialist anime, but there's a lot of anime out there which is popular enough to be able to bleed into the mainstream.
Netflix has started picking it all up, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean
that's quite a bit. Yeah.
They're doing really well. That's kind of the one thing I miss from Netflix.
Netflix kind of makes its own animes as well. They make their own original series sometimes.
That Castlevania series, beautiful. I will sing the praises of that every time I get the chance. Castlevania series is so good.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I've just gone on my Netflix. First film up, Edge of Tomorrow. Really underrated film. I really enjoyed it with Tom Cruise.
Is that the one with Tom Cruise? Yeah. I always get it mixed up with Oblivion.
Yeah, it's similar.
Has that got Tom Cruise as well?
I think it might do, isn't it?
I think I read the book for Edge of Tomorrow. I think that's why I know it.
It keeps repeating, doesn't it? The day.
I did read the book.
Yeah. It's really. To be fair, Tom Cruise did a decent job in it.
He's a good actor. He's a great actor.
He is.
Given the right material, it is. Yeah, this is a problem. Yeah. We talked about it a couple of months back when I watched Tropic Thunder again, which is an amazing film. And Tom Cruise, that's probably my favourite role. He's just absolutely hilarious in it. I didn't realise it was Tom Cruise. He was that good at acting. I didn't realise he was acting.
Acting.
Have you ever heard of the one line out of Night and Day though? And it's the most stupid line ever. Tom Cruise did a film called Night and Day with Cameron Diaz, right? And honestly, it's the most stupidest line ever in the movie. And he goes, "If you come near us, I'm gonna shoot me, and then I'm gonna shoot her.
I'll kill myself, and then
yeah, or something like that. Yeah. And it's like,
shoot myself. What? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Cameron Diaz is the so overrated. I just do not rate her as an actor at all.
She officially
she wasn't there for her accent.
She officially retired, didn't she? Couple of years ago.
Netflix has Cowboy Bebop. I don't watch that again. Whilst on Netflix.
And
it is good, Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, and classically unprepared myself. I've actually just read a message off Deuce from earlier on. I haven't prepped my song review, by the way, so skip for next week.
It was that
production notes on the air, man. What are you doing?
I know what the hell, bro.
No,
you say that for production meeting.
But I did say that will come in this week, so I've got you.
He forgot anyway.
Next week's fine. We've gone over anyway. But no, lads.
Great.
It's been a good show. I've really enjoyed it today. Covered a lot of subjects.
It's been welcome.
What's coming up this week on the Rocks, by the way, lads? We got Frightful Friday pending. It's all going Pete Tong this week.
We have something coming up. There will be a wonderful 2 hour video for anybody that wants to catch it, where we stab ants for fun. There may be a slight element of child abuse involved, but don't worry about it. No children died in the making of the video. We also may have some more stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Dead folks, shut it down, boys.
Shut it down. No,
I was actually going to say more, but
we won't say anymore.
We got nothing, guys.
I was going to say more, but it's all just my thought processes and not actual plans.
There's no fight for Friday this week, guys.
There isn't now.
No, that's cool, guys. We can't get something out every week. There ain't enough games out there, or decent games anyway.
I do have an idea. We might run with it. We'll see.
We're just going to pause over our streams. That's it now.
And don't forget...
Don't
forget to follow and subscribe to ourselves. We have actually on the Rocks Twitch now. We have...
that's the thing, isn't it?
We've migrated our live streams from YouTube over onto Twitch, so make sure you do check that out. We are in the throes of like you say, a bit of a game attacking ants, child abuse, building very big walls. It's a great big wall. It's a fantastic wall.
Fucking walls.
Beautiful wall.
Jesus Christ, it's
I
Chinese wall.
grounded subreddit today, and it's like I'm looking at the top posts of all time, and some of the shit that people build is insane.
Yeah,
I don't get that. These survival games, they're not survival games for these people. They're the construction simulators.
Well, no, I just want to build an absolute class den.
You don't understand.
Yours is baby talk, mate.
I know it is. But
the same with the forest as well. It's like
we really need to go back to Sons of the Forest at some stage as well.
I've been trying to say this for literally 12 minutes.
Guys, this is a production meet at this point.
Yeah. We will take this off air.
I'm literally doing nothing after this. I'm going nowhere.
Coming up shortly on the JC1 channel.
I'm not streaming. I might invade your stream because I've got nothing better to do. See how that makes you feel.
Fine. Join me, Double D.
Not if you want me to.
BradEasy. Evil Within 2. We're going to try and get to the end of it tonight. And hopefully that comes about because I've really enjoyed the game. But
on BradEasy, he'll be streaming Control tomorrow and Friday.
And Breezy will be back with Control tomorrow and Friday over on the BradEasy channel. But from me,
can I just let you in on an idea I'm going to do? So get yourselves following my Twitch because I've got an idea. I'm going to do something. I'm just going to do it this weekend, right?
Somebody link them, man.
All right.
I found a weird site with weird poetry. So I'm going to stand in front of the mic like this. And I'm going to read the poetry. And it's going to be sensual and beautiful. And I'm going to be there for 4 hours reading poetry while we look each other in the eyes.
I was going to say, I just had this idea. You know, they've got like a subheading on Twitch that it's literally called I'm Just Sleeping.
I might do that, yeah. I'll set up.
I'm just sleeping in the other room. It's just going to be an empty chair for
they already do that in TikTok. But but
I'm not going to be in there. I'll discuss in that room in the other room, guys.
I'll discuss that. I'll take that off the air. But anyway, guys, from me, JC, a massive thank you for anyone who tuned in. Really appreciate everyone who comes by. Don't forget to say hi in the chats and stuff. It's been a bit quiet this week. But I hope you've enjoyed the show. A big thank you to BradEasy and Dastardly Deuce for joining me on the podcast as always. And have yourselves a fantastic end to the week and weekend. And we will see you same time, same place next week. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
We can always stay a little longer. We don't have a plan. Just let me live a little younger than I really am. We've got nothing here to save us from ourselves. Let's live life like it's made up. Jump in the wishing well. We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. 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 We are wanderers, nothing can